Who hasn't been touched by a teacher? Whether stirring a passion for literature or unraveling the mysteries of calculus, these dedicated individuals shape minds and futures daily. Imagine the alarm clock ringing at 5:30 in the morning. As the city still slumbers, a light flicks on in a small, cozy kitchen. A teacher, let's call her Mrs. Thompson, starts her day. While most are nestled in their beds, she brews her coffee and reviews her lesson plans. The quiet of the morning is her ally, allowing her to focus and strategize her day. By 7, she's at school, greeting colleagues with a warm, albeit slightly sleepy smile. The halls buzz with the echo of arriving students. Mrs. Thompson posts inspirational quotes on her bulletin board, a small gesture but one that might ignite a spark in a young mind. The bell rings at 8 and the dance begins. Her classroom, a vibrant tapestry of posters and student artwork, comes alive. She navigates through lessons with a grace that belies the meticulous preparation behind each. Math problems are solved, essays are analyzed, and questions, oh so many questions, fly through the air like sparks. Lunch offers a brief respite at noon, but it's often spent with students seeking extra help or just to chat. Mrs. Thompson listens, advises, and sometimes just shares a laugh. These moments, though fleeting, are the threads that strengthen the fabric of her relationships with her students. The afternoon wanes and clubs begin. As the advisor for the science club, Mrs. Thompson helps students set up experiments. Today they're building a model volcano. Excitement bubbles over as they discuss the chemical reactions that will mimic an eruption. It's messy, it's chaotic, but it's learning at its most dynamic. By 4:30 the students have left, but the day isn't over for Mrs. Thompson. She grades papers, updates records, and prepares for parent meetings. Each task is completed with the same attention and care she gives her teaching, knowing that every detail contributes to her students' success. Finally, as the sky dims, she turns off the lights in her classroom. The halls are quiet now, echoing with the ghostly sounds of a day filled with learning. As she drives home, Mrs. Thompson reflects on the challenges and triumphs of the day. Each question answered, each concept explained, and each smile shared represents a small victory in the colossal task of education. At home, she might spend the evening with a book or perhaps some grading, but as she sips her tea before bed, her thoughts drift to her students. In their faces, she sees the future, a future she helps shape with every lesson, every word, and every piece of encouragement. Teachers like Mrs. Thompson do more than teach. They inspire, challenge, and shape. As she closes her eyes to sleep, ready to do it all over again tomorrow, she carries with her the silent hope that her efforts will help sculpt thoughtful, informed, and compassionate citizens. So the next time you meet a teacher, remember the unseen hours, the boundless energy, and the profound impact they have, not just in classrooms but in lives and communities across the world.